Hey guys, Battleship Cobra, Mike Taylor speaking. Today I thought I'd make a video about working from home. I've worked from home for about 10 years and I've made some mistakes, and I'd like to give you my top 5 tips. So here they go. Tip number 1, arrive on time, leave on time. Don't make this a 24/7 thing. Make sure that you come at a specific time, prepare for work, show up for work, work hard, and then leave. Do the amount of work you have to do in the day, and at 5:36, whenever, leave. Because you could try and redline it and work 24/7. I mean, you could consider me a little bit of a workaholic at times, and I would work a lot. I'd work, I'd sleep at around the clock, and it's just not healthy. And you need some variety. So that's tip 1. Tip 2: get occasionally distracted. So, I mean, you could think that you could do I'm not talking a couple of days at home. I'm talking like 5 days a week, every day. So, I mean, you can think you're going to be productive 100% of the time, and I would say I'm very productive. But if you don't leave some time for mental health, you're not going to survive doing this. You're just going to get crazy. You're either going to get crazy burned out, or you're going to get crazy lonely. And I happen to be an extrovert, but I still need some sort of contact with humans. So I'm very productive, but I also make reasonable amounts of time for going for lunch with friends, or just getting out of the house, driving to get a coffee every couple of days. Get out and do exercise, and chat with coworkers. Spend some time chatting with coworkers. You're likely not as busy as you want to think. You have the time to have a human connection, and you really need to do that. Having said that, definitely make sure you work hard. Tip numero 3: be organized and be prompt with your responses. So when you're at home, you can let your work life kind of flow into your personal life and everything, and you want to be organized, know what you're working on, get things done, have a very organized system of staying organized. And also, if you want to keep in touch with a team, or I happen to work in a team, you need to be prompt with your responses. You never want somebody thinking like, "Where's Mike? Oh, he's just playing golf or something." I never play golf. You know what I mean? Like, be prompt. Obviously at home you can control your environment, so I will shut off the phone every once in a while. But so that's my time. I'm working, and I'll start the day with a little bit of work time to just get a big chunk of work done. Push myself ahead, because the switching costs of switching to something, and then you see an email. I turn all my notifications off for my emails. You don't want to be constantly distracted like a chicken with the head cut off. You want to be prompt and respond within a reasonable amount of time, and make sure that you're connected to your people. I do customer-centric work, so I do get back to people very quickly, I feel. And but I also I make sure that I get back to people, and it's very important to do that. Tip number 4: if you are fortunate enough, you can have a space for yourself. So even when I was downtown, I only had 650 square feet. I still had a den, and so the den became my office, and it had a door, so I could just say, here is the door, and here's my space where I work, and I could close it on the weekends. And not that I don't work on the weekends. Again, I'm flexible and responsible. But I can close it in times when I need to kind of mentally separate, so that I can kind of leave that there. If you're a professional, you just can't take it personally. So The War of Art, check that out. And you have to find time to have a personal life. You can't give every ounce of every single day. I take my job very, very seriously, extremely seriously. But at the same time, you won't survive. You'll be miserable. So have that space if you're fortunate enough. Close the door. Have a separate space where all your stuff is. And just mentally separate. Tip number 5: appreciate the fuck out of it. Anytime I'm stuck in traffic, occasionally I have to go to a client site or something like that, or I have to do a long drive. I love driving, I don't mind driving, and again, make the variety is nice, but I say you have to get up and get up at a specific time. You know, I obviously have to get up for a specific time, but I have to get up earlier than I maybe want to, and I have to drive somewhere, and I get stuck in traffic or whatever. You know, I have to be in an office and all these things every time. I don't hate people. I don't mind being in an office for a while, but I really like to work at home, and I really appreciate it. And any time that I can you know, the time I don't spend driving to work or wherever is time I gain. And anytime I go upstairs, I can see my kids and my wife and say hi and hold a baby. It's just an absolute miracle, frankly. So I take it seriously. I take it extremely seriously. And if you don't take it seriously, don't do it. And if you don't like what you do, don't do it. Do something else. Keep moving. You should find something that you'd love to do, and if you don't love what you do, I mean, this is a side rant, but I just appreciate it. I really, really enjoy what I do, and I really like working from home, so I take it very seriously, and as you should. So if you take it seriously, it'll be a lot easier to stay organized. It'll be a lot easier to do what you have to do, and I like getting stuff done, being organized, and then I can say I worked hard. And then I can say, now it's time to live my life. And really, it's come down to that is the only way to do it. Every other path leads to extreme burnout or, you know, yeah, just burnout. Burnout of your family, burnout of yourself. You won't produce as much as you would want. If you are not recharged, you need to take care of yourself too. And, you know, you think that working all those hours and all those nights is going to be a good thing for your professional career, but if you put yourself out, then you know you're toast anyway. So you need to take care of yourself first, and so that's tip number 5. Bonus tip: don't drink too much coffee, man. You could some people will just drink pots and pots and pots of coffee. Coffee will make you a scatterbrain, and it's not as required as people think it is. I honestly don't. Just for fun, like even waking up early to work out or whatever, I just didn't have any coffee. I just said, screw it, I'm just gonna have some water. And honestly, I didn't really miss it. I mean, if you're extremely caffeinated, you're just like, blah, 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 here, oh, this, what, she. And my job, like, I need to focus sometimes. Sometimes I need the energy, and sometimes that's okay. Responding to emails, making phone calls and stuff like that really lends itself well to being caffeinated, but I find that I over switch and I'm just easily distracted, and I have to manage, you know, 10 different threads at once, and I find that I switch back and forth. So don't drink too much coffee. Find an alternative, something that you like. I was using half calf, so I still got kind of the coffee ritual. I go upstairs and get it, but I maybe have maximum 2 per day. So I have 1 in the morning and then 1 kind of at 2, and you don't need it as much as you think. It's fine, but it could actually be hurting your productivity. So keep that in mind too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to be doing more videos. I try to do at least 1 video a week. More SAP videos coming for my Sapiens, and for anybody else following, thank you so much. Please subscribe and like. I'm going to do my best to do more videos like this about working from home as well. So man, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day. Peace.